Hi, I'm Dan Paladin bringing you this week's edition of the Mortgage Morsel, and hope everybody's new year is starting off well. This week I just want to take a moment and discuss needs list. What documents are we needing to take care of a loan? Everybody knows we need the pay stubs, the tax returns, bank statements, but what are we looking for in that? Obviously the obvious on a credit report. Hey, they're going to see the FICOs. They're going to see the debts. Those are confirmed. But what else is going to trigger possibly an explanation from the borrower? Anything derogatory is going to need an explanation. Inquiries are going to need an explanation. Along with that, we do sometimes see an additional Social Security number on there. That'll be needed to be explained, along with possibly addresses as well. So those are the main things that pop up on a credit report. Bank statements, yes, it verifies funds, but what else is an underwriter looking for? Deposits. Anything non-payroll related has to be explained. So, a deposit from Uncle Joe has to be explained. Obviously, at this time of the year as we're coming up, we're going to see tax refunds and from the state and Fed. No problem, it says it came from there. But any deposit, typically $500 more, underwriter discretion could even say $300 and more. They want to know what those deposits are. So those are things that need to be explained when they're looking at a bank statement. Obviously in tax returns, they're going to look for anything that may need to be taken away from their income. The kiss of death is the 2106 expense deduction for W-2 borrowers. If they've got other expenses that they don't get reimbursed for by their employer, those will have to be deducted from their income. Unfortunately, may not be fair, and it does kill deals, but that's the rules. So anything there will be deducted. Obviously on a self-employed borrower, gets a lot more trickier on what's required there. Anything over 25% ownership on a K1, we need the corporate returns, and then we start looking and seeing what has to be taken away or what we can give back. So those are a couple things, real light in general. Obviously if they own other properties, we want to see the mortgage statements on those, the property tax statements, and the insurance and HOA statements, just to confirm what those payments are. So depending on the borrower will depend on the depth, obviously. But those are just a few tidbits regarding needs lists and explanations beyond the obvious. Hopefully you found that helpful. If you need a more detailed list or would like my needs list sent to you along with some to-dos and not to-dos for the borrower while we're in a transaction, please feel free to contact me. And if you're watching this from my video blog, feel free to follow me on Twitter and Facebook. And over the lower left, you'll find the recent rates along with the discount deal corner. Never too late to take advantage of a deal. Save some money. So with that being said, that's it with this week's edition of the Mortgage Morsel. Make it a great week and a great weekend. And if you're working, I'm working. And I'll see you next time on the Mortgage Morsel.